to Magic Fact. Today's topic will delve into the unsolved mysteries that haunt the hallways of Panabur International School. We're your hosts, Vienca
and Lana. And today we'll cover one of the most perplexing cases that haunt the school's corridors, the Lost and Found Enigma.
Picture this, a seemingly ordinary school, bustling with students, teachers, and the occasional hullabaloos. But beneath the surface of this academic institution lies a mystery so baffling, so elusive, that it has everybody scratching their heads. The case? Adam disappearing only to reappear days, weeks, or even months later in the school's Lost and Found.
It all started on the first day of school, July 15, 2024, when the school announced on one typical Monday morning that all students of Panabur International School will be receiving their ODB booklets. It wasn't odd for the school to print it out because it could help students be more disciplined about their belongings. However, barely even a week after, an unfortunate announcement came up which made everybody turn their heads. Someone's ODB had vanished into thin air. It wasn't surprising since a lot of students lose their stuff from time to time, but losing it a few days after is quite absurd.
Unfortunately, that wasn't the end of it, because a few students were reported to have lost their ODBs. Suspiciously, a student had gotten back their ODB a few days after, while the other students had to resort to photocopying in exchange of their lost ODBs. Not only were ODBs lost, but bottles, Bibles, books, and bags had also vanished, only to find it weeks later, spotless and sitting right inside of the Lost and Found cabinet. The pattern was clear, but the culprit? Still a mystery. Today, we're going to piece together the clues, interview the people involved, and maybe, just maybe, solve this mystery. So after hearing about all of this lost and found nonsense, what do you think about the lost and found thief of the school?
I honestly think that it's like such a big problem because it's happened to so many people, and I feel like there's a lot of people that you might not even notice that has stolen or maybe even lost these stuff.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Like after after hearing these stories, I'm kind of afraid right now. Like, what if my stuff gets stolen from the people next to me? Like, what are the odds?
Smell to the camera, B.
So, Lana, have you lost anything? Because, like, since I don't think this is the first time people have lost their stuff, like, since years and years before. I think the Lost and Found cabinet had some more stuff has been appearing in the Lost and Found cabinets.
I haven't had anything like permanently lost in school, but I have definitely lost my charger like 3 times out of all the years that I've been in Panabur International School. How about you?
I've lost 1,000 of things. Like during primary, I think I've lost at least 10 pens, and all of them have appeared in none other than one of my friend's pencil cases. And I think she might be the culprit, but I don't really know because she didn't even say anything about stealing. She said that it was hers, but I doubt it.
The infamous Smiggle pencil case.
Who do you think is the culprit of your lost chargers?
Well, like I said, I haven't permanently lost it, but I found it anyways. Yeah.
Come on, my ass are scratches. So how do you guys think how can you avoid being stolen?
So, in this kind of atmosphere, I'm not the type of person to keep my stuff, and I don't really keep track of my stuff. So if I lose something, I'm just like YOLOing it. I don't really care. I could just like buy a new one. But that's really not a good thing because I'm losing a lot of money because of my lost stuff. And I barely check the lost and found because why would I?
I think that to keep track of all those things that you've lost, you should ask around. If you lost something, just ask your friends. But make sure that you actually interrogate them. Because who knows, even those closest to you might be the ones that took your stuff.
Speaking of closest to you, what do you think about the lost ODBs? Do you have any suspicions about who could it be, or do you have anyone in mind?
Well, I've recently heard a lot of people obviously have lost their ODBs this past year, especially like in my class. There has been some people who've lost their ODBs and even someone who had to resort to photocopying. And even my
That's why you have to like
Choose. And like speaking of which, I've heard that the lost ODBs have all been circulating. All of the lost ODBs were in class 10. Everything originated from 10. I think I might know who the culprit is. I have my guesses.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I have a really, really big suspicion of who that person might be. Should we reveal who it is?
it's
Just say. So I've heard some little chitter chatters, and I kind of heard from a little grapevine. The little grapevine whispered to my ear in elegance. I heard that the culprit was one of and their name
Just say.
And unfortunately their name is if you see this, don't worry, your secret is safe with me.
Okay, that's the end, guys.
Interview take 1. 3, 2, 1. So today we'll be interviewing Cherry about the Lost and Found Enigma. So after the free talk, we have a chance to interview a special guest. So Cherry, what's your tangkapan about all of this?
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I really like that. I also agree, honestly. Like, this should not be repeated. History should not be repeated.
Yeah, honestly, like Cherry. Thank you, Cherry, for allowing us to interview you. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.